Many of the Fed's regulatory proposals so far, especially this year, have been primarily focused on banks in the sort of medium to small range. That is, sort of tailoring enhanced prudential standards, particularly for those banks. And I'm thinking of the stress capital buffer, as well as the most recent proposal on banks between 100 and 250 billion. GSIBs and the largest banks seem to be sort of left out of a lot of these proposals, and I'm wondering if that is meant to send a message that the Fed does not really intend to change its regulatory structure for the largest banks going forward, or if you'll get to that maybe later. And I'm thinking specifically of the GSIB capital surcharge, which several members of Congress have sent letters to you asking you to revisit and reconsider.
So you're right that a big focus of what we have been doing has been tailoring regulations. And the sense of tailoring is that we want to look below the level of the GSIBs at the large regionals and then on down to the community banks at various steps and ask whether we have appropriately tailored regulation and supervision to account for the fact that smaller and less complex organizations present a much less significant threat to the economy and to the community should they fail, should they experience material difficulty. So in the nature of that, you're focused more on the smaller institutions. I think with the larger institutions, we want regulation and supervision to be effective and efficient. I know that the larger institutions tend to be the ones who care about the Volcker Rule. That's something we're working on. You know, we think things need to be looked at carefully, and again, I wouldn't want to materially change capital levels because I think you know, it's important that the largest financial institutions, the largest and most complex, the systemically important ones, be held to the highest standards and higher expectations. And while we may tailor some regulations, those fundamentally high expectations are not going to change.